Manifesting not working for you, try this. I know a guy who manifests all kinds of great things in his life all the time, and he doesn't even believe in this stuff. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. It's Jim, y'all, and I help people just like you find peace, purpose, and prosperity every single day. If that sounds like something you might want more of, I invite you to subscribe below, give this video a like, leave me a comment. I'd like to get to know you just a little bit better. So my friend is Ryan, and we worked in car sales for several years together, and Ryan was always the top guy in our store. And we had this friendly competition where we would jockey for the top spot. He and I back and forth all the time. Yet he always seemed to be a little above me. There would be months I would outsell him in cars, but he would outsell me in products. And there would be very few months that I outsold him in products, but he always seemed to do extremely well. And also, Ryan is not just like that when it comes to car sales. He's like that in life. This guy would just fall ass backwards into money. I mean, he would just have things figured out. We would go eat wings after work. Ryan would get on one of the video slots in the little wing place we have here in our area, and he would hit money on it constantly. And I mean, he would do online bets with like FanDuel, that kind of thing. And he's a smart guy. He understands sports and all that, of course. But he would do so well, and I would miss out so many times on that. I learned a lot from Ryan. Ryan is not a manifestation type guy, but Ryan's one of those guys that has this simple philosophy in life that everything is always working out for him. Now, I don't think he even knows he has that, but it's his attitude. The more I hung out with him, the more I got to know him, the more I understood that is the attitude that manifestors have that bring what you want into your life. Now, as I've learned to focus this in my own life and bring it into reality, it's changed everything. Over the last year, I've really gotten intentional about all of this and setting my intention on what I believe I'm designed to be and I'm designed to do. And a big part of that is helping you in your life right here. If there's something I can do to help you with more and more of that, of course, I would love to do so. But the truth is, Ryan had this secret, and he didn't even know he had the secret. He was doing this manifestation thing naturally. A great example, he would come in and do things like in sales. Saturdays are super busy, and we need to do what we do there on a Saturday to have everybody on board. And Ryan would prioritize his family and say, you know, this morning I can't be there. I'm going to be late. I'm going to come in at this time because I simply have soccer with my girls, and I'm not going to miss that. And do you know what our managers would do? What most car sales managers would not do. They say, okay, that's great. We get it. We'll make it up elsewhere. They would work with him. Why? Because he expected them to. Why would Ryan go in and win on the slot machine? Because he's lucky? No, because he expected to. I go in and play the slot machine and I would expect to lose, and that's exactly what would happen. And it took me a while to learn all this. Now, I'm not telling you just believe and go out and start gambling. That's not what this is about. This is who Ryan is at his core, and this is who we can all be at our core. And in my time of working with him, I learned so much more about what it's like to be that kind of person. Being very transparent with you, one of the biggest blockages in my life to manifest in my dreams, and now I'm doing it. And for a long time, I've been doing it in so many ways and didn't even realize I was. But what held me back from really doing the big stuff I wanted to do in my life was just belief in myself. I always had this thing in the back of my head, and that voice will still raise up to this day sometimes and say, Jim, you could, but, and it'll give me this dot, dot, dot. What is the dot, dot, dot in your head right now that when you go after whatever it is you dream of, if it's that SP, that special person in your life, or if it's that dream job or that dream income or those dream travel destinations or to live at this dream home or whatever it is for you, when you begin to see that in your head as it is a reality and you begin to intend it, you set your intention on it and you begin to pay attention to it, what's the dot, dot, dot that comes up for you? For me, it would come up and say, Jim, you could do this, but you're not quite good enough. I grew up in a family that my dad's a jack of all trades, and he was a master of all. He could do it all. He's one of those guys who could work on cars. He could work on houses. He built his own shops. He repairs his own tractors, his cars. He does body work. He's just one of those guys that can do it, and everybody knows that about him. And I'm grateful to have grown up in that because it's kind of made me a jack of all trades. But my was always, Jim, you're a jack of all trades, not just in manual labor, but in everything you do, and coaching and sharing content and doing all the things that you're talented at. But you're a master of none. And I would hear that and I would feel like I'm good, but I'm not good as that guy or that girl or that lady. I'm not as good as this person. And that was my . And when I started to overcome that and understand that was just a lie I had told myself, that was a lie that had been forced upon me by the religion that I used to live in and be a part of, that I'm less, that I can't, that was all coming from a place of non-truth in my life. And when I started telling myself the truth of who I am, that I'm fearfully and wonderfully made, that I'm massively talented. And if I sound like I have an ego, I promise you I don't. One of the most authentic, genuine, down to earth people you can know. People come to my dealership and they work with me because they see my reviews online and they love who I am and they have great experiences. I'm authentic with everybody, but I have flipped the switch. And I do believe in myself now, and so can you. When you become like Ryan, when you become like that person that you know that things seem to always work out for them, guess what? Things are going to start to always work out for you as well, because that's the way this stuff works. The moment we set our intention on what we want, and yes, it is about attaching a positive emotion to it. It is about saying, yes, this is what I really, really, really want. And I feel good that I have this. The moment you do that, that's belief. But that's the core of all of it. It's not about saying the right words or having the right affirmations. It's just about the belief that not only you can, but you are. You are this person. You're who you're intended to be. You're who you desire to be. That's in you for a reason. And the moment you start believing it, guess what you're doing? You're sending out a signal, an energy signal into the field, which is a real deal. They can measure it scientifically. You're sending out an energy signal that is no longer repelling the life you want. It's attracting that life back to you. And the more you believe it and the quicker you believe it, the quicker you're going to collapse time space and it's going to come into your life. You can do it. I believe in you. If you need a little help, tell me in the comments where you need a little help. And I'd love to make a video and share with you how you can do it specifically in your life today.